Pisces, welcome to your general reading for the month of October with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. So this one is for Pisces. Dealing with a Pisces, whenever you got Pisces in your chart, whatever brought you to this reading, there is something here for you. So be open to receive. Okay? So let's see what we've got for you. If it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you. I hope that you'll consider subscribing. If you are coming back, welcome back. Thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it with every beat of my heart. I'm going to draw you some cards. We're going to clarify. And then I'm going to end off by drawing you a card from my favorite oracle deck. So be sure to stick with me from the beginning till the end to see what that card is. So the first card coming out for you is the Queen of Swords for the month of October. Beautiful Pisces. Pisces, it seems like there are some things that you need to follow through with here during the month of October. It seems like you've made some decisions, and I'm going to encourage you to follow through with those decisions. And even though it might go a little bit, I kind of get a sense that even though it goes a little bit against your usual nature, let's say that you might need to play a little bit hardball here during the month of October, okay? And I'm even going to say to you that you want to prioritize yourself, put yourself first during the month of October. So that may mean that, you know, that you kind of follow through with what you know is really to your benefit. And everybody might not agree with you. Okay. You also, and what I'm getting with looking at this butterfly, you might need to take a bit of a look or give some love to your thymus gland, which is a very, very important gland because it plays a very vital role in maintaining and balancing practically all of the hormones in your body, and you know, your hormonal sort of balance or imbalance for that matter very much determines how your experience of life goes. I feel that for some of you, you may feel that you have bitten off more than you can chew, all right? But now is the time to remind yourself of why did you make a certain decision, and to maybe sort of remind yourself once again of why you started something, why you've done something, and to follow through with that. All right. Very interesting message that's coming through for you, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, which also came out for fellow water sign Cancerian, is that you might need to be, it didn't come out quite like that for them, but you might need to be a little bit more harder and stand a bit more firmly in your decision and your choices than you may have done in the past. So sometimes in the past, for example, my beautiful Pisces, you may make a decision, you'd be like, oh, well, this is not working for me. Like, you've tried something different. Now is the time for you, Pisces, to follow through on what you know and understand to be right for you. Okay? And that may mean that some people might not be all that sort of like, excited with you. You may not be, sort of like in the top 5 or the top 10 when it comes to, with their fan base, basically. So you're going to have to be all right with some people not being all that all right with you. And if you are, if you need some support with it, you're open to getting that support from the universe. If you are open to getting the benefit that consequently goes along with that, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, then place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and say yes to it. Okay? I don't know, it kind of feels like there's some hard words that are coming your way. Okay? Feels like there's some hard words that are coming your way. And you may need to call in some resources to be able to, to make you through some challenges. So even if it means that you maybe need to, to see a professional or like a life coach or therapist or anything like that, I would be open to that if I were you. Okay? Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy coming through here for you. Feeling kind of displaced here. during the month of October. And that is not the reading that came through for Sagittarius themselves. But for you, particularly with this energy, with this card, there is a sense that you might be feeling sort of displaced, that I kind of get a sense here that all you really want is peace. Okay? But what I am getting for you, Pisces, is that what you want to be mindful that you don't want peace so adamantly, almost desperately, that it's sort of, that you're almost like, I will do whatever I need to do to get this peace. Okay, I will do whatever I need to do to get them to talk to me or understand me or open up to me, or I don't care what the price is that I must pay. I'm going to do it. That is not what you want to do. Okay? That is definitely not what you want to do. All right? There might be some emotional conflict that you need to resolve here within yourself, Pisces. And you want to maybe see how a current conflict that you are dealing with during October, Pisces, you might want to see how that is almost in a sense indicative or reflective of some other childhood traumas that you may have had. So there might be some deeper forgiveness here that is, necessary for you. So to try to focus more on you. Okay, be very careful of pulling the victim card here during the month of October, because it seems like there is something, there is a possibility. Be careful of deflecting onto others. It's a bit of a challenging period. October is a bit of a wild month, and it seems to, I haven't yet done the reading for Scorpio, but it seems to be a little bit of a wild sort of, monkey wrench, sort of like thrown into the toolbox sort of energy here for the water signs. Six of Pentacles. This is a month where I feel that you can actually have excellent opportunities coming about, but you may miss them if you are too focused on somebody else seeing your worth, seeing your value, seeing who you are, seeing your strength. So I do get a sense here that you might be in a space where you really want to I don't want you to get me wrong, because it doesn't feel, I don't get that it's this negative sort of thing. It doesn't feel like what is that word that people like to throw so much around these days? It's not a narcissistic thing. That's not what I'm getting. It's just that it's important for you on a personal level that maybe somebody kind of gets you because they maybe misunderstood you. This is what I'm going to say to you, and this is what's coming up very strongly for you. Don't try to make them understand you. Don't explain to them. Don't try to get their approval, because you may not get it. And that's the thing. Everybody's dealing with their own stuff. There's a lot of shifts and changes that are happening in the world at the moment. So I'm going to say to you, try to focus on you. Chariot energy coming out here, which is Merkaba energy, which is again energy of change and unlocking ancient energy within yourself. Also, speaking of fellow water sign Cancerian, this is the card for Cancer. Okay, so I see that for you, Pisces, it's like in some ways it's the heaviest and the lightest month of your life. All right. There is really a sense here of challenge, personal challenge, heaviest and lightest month of your life, basically, as I said. With your particular energy placement in the zodiac chart, when you look at it, I like to refer to Pisces energy as the December of the zodiac. With December time, typically, whether you celebrate the holidays or not, there's a lot that's going on and everybody's going crazy and there's a lot of emotions and it's erratic and happy and it's sad and it's all over the place. And your energy is a lot like that. And there are major, major shifts that are happening in the world at the moment. With the eclipse energy still being around 2nd of October, there's a new moon, eclipse energy. It really connects you a lot with the ancestral energies. A lot of people have started to, and maybe you have as well, maybe had some dreams that were kind of upsetting. Now might be a time for you to decide how you want to serve and to have very clear boundaries set in place. Yes and no. All right. This is a time that I'm going to say to you that you want to communicate your boundaries very clearly, Pisces. Let people know where you stand, where you are at. On October the 17th, there is a full moon. It is the largest super moon of the year, and it's in Aries. So it is that house that is the next level after yours. Whereas you are the ending, Aries is the beginning. It's the January. It's the happy new beginnings. So you may become very aware of things that people are in denial about, where people are dishonest with each other. It can be a very challenging month for you, Pisces. So again, if you are open to spirit supporting you through this month, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and say yes to it. Write yes in the comments. Write, I am open to the support of the universe. Okay? Let's clarify this reading for you, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Let's see what we have. This is a time when you want to be super, super kind to yourself. Super, super kind to yourself. Okay? Something that you might want to focus on is almost like strengthening your resilience so that you are not so strongly affected by the energies happening. This is an excellent time for you to develop your psychic abilities, to instead of just following your emotions, to see why did you do that? Why did you do that? What was the reason for this? What was the reason for that? So putting strong, boundaries in place. Okay. If you are open to strengthening your emotions and your mental state and physical state and, all in alignment with spirituality and well-being, maybe learning to read some cards, check out the links for my courses in the description. They are very good. I'm very proud of them, and they can really, really help you. So there with Queen of Swords, the first clarifying card that's coming out is the Queen of Wands. So this is a time, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, in October when you want to practice your magic. You want to be hoo-hoo. If there was ever a time for you to be hoo-hoo, now it's a time to be hoo-hoo. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. This is a time for you to acknowledge your, your passions, to follow your passions, to be open to go for what really resonates with your heart. You may have, I get a sense, Pisces, that even if you maybe were practicing spirituality or creativity, whatever it is that you've been doing, you may have been taking that backseat there for far too long. Okay? And I'm going to say to you, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces, that it's time for you to step into the limelight. It's time for you to step into the forefront. It's time for people to see your magic and to see your light. All right? If the world really, and you yourself, I get the sense, predominantly actually, you need to really acknowledge who you are, step into your light. Don't worry so much about the naysayers. Focus on creating the environment in which your soul can thrive. Okay? So you got to really ask yourself what that is. Create the environment in which your soul can thrive. All right? And again, it's about the boundaries. If they are overstepping the boundaries, if they don't respect you, if they think it's all right to just do things and say things and stuff like that, okay? No, 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 no. This is a time to say, no, I don't accept it because I don't like it. No, I'm not too sensitive because this is how I feel. This is how it affects me. And because I choose not to be affected that way, I choose to say goodbye to what is no longer serving in my best interest there with the 10 of Wands. So you might need to learn how to let go of certain energies and people that are very, very close to you. This might be biological family, lifelong friends, soul partners. You might need to let go of whoever doesn't serve you positively any longer. And this includes very deep introspection. This includes being very honest with yourself. On October the 9th, all the way through until February the 4th, Jupiter, the energy of good luck, is retrograding in the energy of Gemini, which is Mercury energy, the energy of communication, which is a very fast energy for you just to deal with the natural, my beautiful Pisces, because you are all calm and placid and beautiful. this is a time that cosmically encourages introspection. Are they still good for you? Whoever they are. Is it good for your soul to have the same experience over and over? Sometimes we have to say, you know what? I'm no longer going to do it because it's not good for me. Follow your passion. Follow your light. I see that you get some beautiful opportunities here to just really glow and shine, and I would follow that if I were you. Follow my own light, again in line with that, that Queen of Wands over there. And you know what, Pisces, at the end of the day, you're only human, okay? And at the end of the day, you've got certain needs. I do get that you may have been in some fear, and you may have done some things to certain people that are not so, that maybe didn't deserve it. You have been in some fear there for a while. So Six of Pentacles clarifying there, we've got the Five of Swords, all right? So what I get for you very, very clearly, is apologize and move on. That's it. Apologize and move on. Because I do feel that there might be at least one or two people that are deserving of an apology from you, you know, but they themselves may not, they might be in a space where they are still kind of hardball against you, you know. Unfortunately, you might have to move away without them maybe being able to initially accept your apology right away, okay? Because with Six of Pentacles here, you really want to focus very clearly on where you give your time, your energy, your money, your emotions. You know, you've been a little bit too, you've almost been that person that's been a bit too generous at Halloween, you know? And yeah, it's just a good question to ask around every decision that you make during the month of October, my beautiful Pisces, is this good for my soul? Okay. Clarifying the Chariot energy there, Page of Pentacles. You might, I'm not saying, I wouldn't necessarily say you need to take any action towards this yet, but you want to start making some plans, drawing up some plans, you know, pros and cons sort of list, about your future, okay? Because it seems like things have become a little tight there for you. So make a pros and cons list about your, you know, before you make a decision, before you take a decision, all right? For how it is going forward, what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. And stop over-giving. Three of Pentacles. So I see that you've got the opportunity to just go back to the way that things were before. But I feel that if you do that, then you are actually making a thief of yourself. You are actually compromising yourself. You are throwing yourself under the bus. Or there's an opportunity here to be brave and to do new, which might be difficult to do initially, but you know, that is what you are encouraged to do. All right. If you want some support with that, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and say yes to it. And write down in the comments, I'm open to support. Drawing for you from my favorite oracle deck, the Dreamweaver's Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, fellow water sign, Cancerian. I have actually a while back created the most beautiful 20-hour online course using this deck of cards, which is really great for personal development, spiritual development, psychic development, learning to read oracle cards. First couple of lessons are free. So I would recommend that you take a look in the description and you go and check it out and see if it's for you. I love all the art in this deck, but I especially like this deck of cards. Oh, sorry, especially like this card. With number 22, yeah, beautifully things is coming together. It always reminds me of the beautiful fishes that you have, which is your, you know, your zodiac sign. Surfing rainbows on the moon. You are encouraged to have some fun, to be lighthearted with yourself, to not be so serious. As I said, some people, they are not going to be willing to accept that, you know, that apology from you. You're going to have to be okay with that, okay? You want to focus on building a life for yourself. And again, the question is, what makes you happy? What gives you joy? What brings a lightness to your soul? that is the logic that you want to follow during the month of October, my beautiful, amazing, incredible Pisces. Pisces, for your added benefit, and if I were you, I would go take a look at the reading, especially because this one's a little bit heavy days. I will go take a reading for my moon sign as well as my rising, my ascending, to see how to navigate through these new changes that you are going through. But from my heart, I wish you the most beautiful, wonderful, successful, kind October ever. May you have helpful resources coming your way. From my heart, namaste, love and light. Let me know where in the world we are connecting from. Write it in the comments. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And just know that I love you and I wish you all the best in life. Namaste.